I'm Adam McFarland. I'm the program manager of Black Music and Culture. Myself and Rachel Jackson, who's a strategic partner manager at YouTube, are going to give you a little bit of game. Is that okay? Yes, y'all getting better. You're talking back to me. I like this, yeah. And so first we have a few rules. First of all, rule number 1, ask questions. Please ask questions. No question is a dumb question. At the end, we're going to have a Q&A period. While we are speaking, write your questions down and have them ready, okay? Y'all doing so good. Okay? All right. Second thing is introduce yourself. There's a bunch of us here from YouTube, and we don't get to come down here a lot, right? And we want to know who you are. We want to know what you do. So feel free to run up on me. Tell me who you are. Tell me what you do. Talk to me about what it is that you want to do. And I promise you, myself, Rachie, Brittany, everyone who has moderated a panel discussion here is also an employee at YouTube. So use us, leverage us. And then the third thing is, please, 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 share this experience with others. I see some people filming, and that makes me really happy. I see some people doing YouTube Shorts, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Shorts, and it makes me really happy because all we do is YouTube Shorts. Really important. We'll talk about that in a minute. Number 4 is actually, can you read it with me? Shoot your YouTube. Y'all can't read neither? Y'all can't talk? Y'all can't read? What's going on? All right, shoot your YouTube short. And also add hashtag Future Insiders. And then number 5 is really important because this truly is a community. I love that more people are moving inside now because this is the portion of the program where we get to establish that this is more than just a one-directional conversation. You can talk back to us. We can talk back to you. And also, you can talk laterally. The most important networking you'll ever do will not be with the people that are standing or sitting up here. It's with the people that are sitting beside you. Because together you lift and reach and all advance. Rising tides raises all ships, right? We've heard that? All right. And then the last thing is that number 6, we're going to have fun. And don't worry, I'm going to take care of that because I'm fun. All right? Yeah. Some of y'all already messing with me. I appreciate it. All right. I want to jump to what we're actually here for. And that is, before we get there, Future Insiders and programs like this come out of what we call the Black Voices Fund. Black Voices Fund was a $100 million effort that Google and YouTube put towards amplifying and empowering Black voices around the globe. We do these types of programs everywhere, in Lagos, Nigeria, in Johannesburg, South Africa, in London, in Atlanta, DC, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Name it, we're there or we're going there. And the idea is that we don't just give lip service to empowering and amplifying Black people and Black voices and the voices and sounds of artists, creators, songwriters, and everyone involved in the music ecosystem. We go to you. And we don't do it by ourselves. We partner with the people that are the pros. We partner with the island music conferences around the world. We partner with the organizations that are there on the ground and bringing in the experts. Now, YouTube has a goal to be the #1 revenue source to the music industry by 2025. And we're well on our way. Last year alone, YouTube paid out $6 billion. That's a billion with a B. Everybody say billion. To the music industry last year alone. Now, what if I told you, and would you believe me if I told you that a portion of that can be yours? That you, sitting in these chairs, all of us, have the capacity to be a part of that community that is not only enjoying, discovering, consuming, but participating in that moment. And the way we're going to do that, we'll talk about in a minute, but the real focus here is multi-format experiences. And I'm going to get really, really in detailed about what we mean by multi-format in just 1 second, but that actually starts with shorts. Raise your hand if you've heard of YouTube Shorts. All of your hands should be up because now you have heard of YouTube Shorts. I want everyone right now to take out your phone. Every single person. If you came in here, you have a phone. You ain't got no phone? You. Don't look around. I'm talking to you. She's still looking around. Yes, you. Take out your phone. Go to the YouTube app, because everybody got the YouTube app on your phone. It's how you do everything. YouTube is the destination. It's where we learn. It's where we play. It's where we share. And when you look at that YouTube app and you look at the bottom, the second to the left is a little thing called Shorts. You didn't even know it, but it was already on your phone. I hear somebody already getting into the platform and figuring it out. Shorts are exploding on YouTube. 30 billion views every day, 5 trillion all-time views, and that's 4 times what we had in the last year. YouTube Shorts is very quickly becoming the destination. And what that does is it helps everything that you do on YouTube. Artist channels, this is a claim, is a statement that we can now confidently make, is that channels that upload both short and long form are seeing better overall watch time and subscriber growth as it relates in comparison to those that are only uploading long form. So what does that mean? That means that by participating in shorts, you're actually helping build the health of your entire channel. How many people in here are artists? Raise your hand, please. Awesome, so many artists. Hands down. How many people you call yourself a content creator, a creator? Beautiful, amazing. Producers. Man, this is the perfect audience. I think everybody's hands is raised now. Songwriters. Awesome. And people that just identify as being a creator, raise your hand. Okay, there's space for all of you on YouTube. And this is the thing that we really are here to nail down. That is, by participating in actually putting into practice the things that we're talking about here, there's the capacity for you to not just make money, but I'm talking about like generational wealth for your family. There's the capacity for you to create a new revenue stream for your business that didn't exist before. There's an opportunity for you to, if you would change your mind about how you think about YouTube, from just being a passive participant to an active contributor, there's the capacity for you to change your life and also the lives around you. I want to talk through shorts because shorts is a really high priority right now because, as I said at the top of this conversation, we do want to be a destination for both short and long form, and we know that it's a flywheel, that these two things are going to feed each other. A lot of us aren't familiar with shorts, so I'm going to take a little bit of time right now. This is YouTube 101. It may seem boring. It's not boring because I'm doing it, but it may seem a little bit didactic or educational, but this is what we hope you walk away from this experience saying, I've never had anything like this. No one else has ever come here and given us a lesson on how to deliver and how to participate on their platform. So everyone, you have your phone out already. I want you to go to that shorts. Go to shorts right now. I want you to take a short right now. If you want to take a short of me, cool. If you want to take a short of the person next to you, cool. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a short with you just so I make sure that you do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a, what do you call it? Oh, hypocrite. Yeah, I want to be a real one. I'm going to go to my YouTube app. I'm going to open shorts. I'm going to look at the plus sign. It's actually right here on the screen. Look at the plus sign. And when you look at that plus sign, you add, or you can start taking a video in real time. I'm going to take a video of you all right now. On the count of 3, I want everyone to say, actually, you know what? I'm going to say YouTube and you say black. You ready? Are you ready? We're all going to do it together. I'm going to do it 3 times. 1. Hold on. I'm sorry. I messed up. Forgive me. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. YouTube. 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 All right. That was pretty good. All right. So I'm going to take this video. And now I can edit this video. I can choose to add filters. I can change the speed. I can mess with the timing. I can add music. I can adjust it. I can do so many amazing things to this short form video. And then whenever I'm ready, I'm going to upload. Everyone in here should be able to upload a YouTube short. Actually, you should have already uploaded a YouTube short. When you walked in, remember when I gathered, that was me that was getting all that information on you. It's okay. I'm not going to do anything with it. It's safe with me, okay? But I got your YouTube channels. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look and I'm going to see a timestamp and it's going to say, oh, this person uploaded a YouTube short at 3:29 p.m. on the 8th of February. And I'm going to say, you know what? That person is a good person. That person did what I told them to do. That person is going places. God is going to move in their life. Okay. I can only do that in Jamaica, let me tell you. My daddy a pastor, so I'm about to start preaching in a minute. Y'all better watch out. All right. So let's say, for example, right now, you're one of the few people in the audience that says, you know what, I still have some things I want to do to it. I still want to mess around with it a little bit. There's now the capacity in YouTube Shorts for you to save it as a draft. So if you hit the X button at the top of the left screen, you have the option to select that you're going to save it as a draft, and it's going to be saved there within your YouTube Shorts for later posting, It's not just going to stay there forever because you're going to post it, all right? The next thing that I want to quickly talk through is the audio library. And the audio library is growing every day. Every day we're adding more songs. Every day there's an increase in the amount of music licensing that is going to feed into the audio library so that we can continue to give you all the songs that you want. But you can add music. And the cool thing that I like about YouTube Shorts is, in my personal opinion, it's one of the few apps that has the capacity to give you to really adjust the music, not just where it goes, but how it sounds, right? And so I think that's a really, really, really cool, again, like you can speed things up, you can slow things down. There's all these different capabilities. All right, I'm moving pretty quickly through this because it's pretty intuitive, right? Like you have done this before. You created a reel or a video in another app or things like that before. Maybe not, but it's somewhat relative. And then next is the sound page. Okay, so the sound page is really cool because not only is it a way for you to think about how your content is fitting into the larger global picture, but it's also a place for discovery. You can go to the sound page and find new videos, find new trends, find new things that are happening, new ways of creating content. And as a content creator, one of the strongest things that I think you can do is learn from the success of others, right? Like if somebody else is doing something that you think is cool, you think is unique, or you can put a unique twist on it that you think is going to make it more palatable to more people, it makes you more competitive, right? So it's a place where you can not just learn and enjoy, but it's a place where you can also discover and innovate, is the word. All right. Just a few more, just ways that you can discover. So how do viewers actually see your shorts? So like while the majority of shorts are viewed within the shorts player, which is where we just were, there is also the YouTube mobile app, right? The shorts can also be discovered by viewers from like multiple different places. So as you see here, you can find them on your channel, on a YouTube homepage, from subscriptions, and by searching. So if I put into the search bar right now, say I'm searching for Island Music Festival, Island Music Conference, or Future Insiders. If I search those things in the search bar, there will be shorts that also come up as part of that search. Does that make sense? Can anyone think of why that's beneficial? Just a quick question. Why is it beneficial that someone put your name in a search bar and both short form and long form videos come together? Say it again. Because it optimizes your search, right? And that's the thing. This is the whole point behind YouTube Shorts and behind the YouTube ecosystem. It's that it is now the place where you can find both short and long form content in one place. All right. So my portion of the conversation actually is going to come to a pause. Everybody say pause. I'm not leaving, don't worry. I'll be right back. But while you're waiting for me, there's going to be another beautiful, vibrant, incredibly talented, incredibly energized, and phenomenally, and I can't over-explain how amazing this young woman is. You've already heard from her a little bit during this conversation, but now I'm going to hand it over to Rachel Jackson. Everybody make some noise for Rachel Jackson as she comes back and she gives you some details on artist preferences.
Thank you. Hey, family. How we doing out there? Okay, I think I need the clicker, Adam. I need the clicker. Okay, so I see some new faces. What's up, everybody? I'm Rachel Jackson, Artist Partnerships Manager at YouTube and YouTube Music. And in my day-to-day life at YouTube, I have the pleasure of working with artists at every step in their careers. And one of the favorite things of mine to do is to put them on game. So y'all want to pick up some game? Y'all want to learn how to do some YouTube strategies that are going to have y'all winning and making money? Okay, perfect, because that's what we're about to get into now. Hold on, if I would press the right button, right? Hold on. Okay. So, when it comes down to an award-winning release strategy, you can't look at it as something that you just do and drop it. You post it and drop it. There are so many different actions that you need to plan for just a little bit and take every step of the way to support your release. So there are things pre-release, day of release, and also post-release that you should do. So I'm gonna step to the side and let y'all take a picture of this because this is very integral. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, everybody got their photos? Okay, cool. So, for pre-release, this is the moment that is your pre-game strategy. This is, before you go to the party, before you hit the function, whatever you got going on before that to get you ready for the function, that's what this is. This is how we look at pre-release. So you want to make sure that you're setting up strong and building anticipation. And you do that by following these 5 laws that are on this slide. Everybody say 5. All right. Number 1, you want to update your channel banner. That's that thing up there. In this area, you can put a visual depiction of yourself. You can also, again, since we're setting up strong and building anticipation, you can put words there. So-and-so, out now. I'm dropping a new vlog tomorrow, today, next week, whatever. That's where you visually translate the vibe of what's going down on your channel. So don't look at it as a profile picture. We see a lot of different artists do that, where they just have like a little 1-2 of them, and then that's it. Or you see their eyes, or you see their back. It's okay to switch it up. And then in between, when you're busting out your YouTube shorts, we'll get to that later, you can always go back to that picture that you feel is the cutest or the most comfortable. Number 2, add your social media and purchase links. This is what creates a cycle. YouTube is the nucleus. It's the middle, but wherever you exist on social media, that's the cycle. And you want to continue to keep it going. So if you want people to discover your website, if there's a link tree, SoundCloud, YouTube Music, whatever you want other people to see and notice from your channel, that's where you put it in that area. Number 3, for the people that read, because believe it or not, there are people on earth that read and they want to know. Okay, give it up for the people that read. If you read, give it up for yourselves. This is like your biography. This is what tells people that are coming to witness and consume your content what's going down. You got to let them know. If you want to put any links to any other websites, any other places, again, this is where you can rehash all of your links. Let people know what you're about to do, or if you want to just drop a bio there, you can do that there as well. So number 4 is my favorite piece of this whole top five pre-release strategy. Have you ever gone to a channel and there's a video automatically playing there? Y'all see that all the time, right? Okay, that counts as a view. So if there's something that is on your channel that is either being positioned there to promote what's coming up next or your most recent release, put that there. Because it's an automatic view, and again, you want to look like you have in motion, as we say in Atlanta, on your channel. And last but not least, number 5, customize your channel layout. So after you reach a certain threshold on your page or on your YouTube channel, you have the ability to enable what is called customized shelves. So if you have reached either 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours, this, I'm talking to you, this is something you really need to pay attention to because it acts as if it's its own curated playlist. So again, if there are vlogs, if there are whatever is next up or was just as important prior to this new release that we're walking through, put that there, organize it, title it, and make it make some sense. Y'all with me? Y'all got it? I mean, y'all a little dry. Come on now. Come on. Y'all got it? All right, let's get it. Next slide. Okay, so another pre-release tactic that is very fun, something that we see a lot of more of our major artists do, which you all can do. You don't have to be major to do this. That's to set up a premiere with a trailer. Actually, before I even get into this is law, okay? I need y'all to enter a verbal agreement with me. Repeat after me. I will not ever drop content out of the blue again. One more time. I will not ever drop content out of the blue again. It's not a thing, y'all. Don't do it. Because it does not help you create a relationship with your subscribers, and it does not give anybody an opportunity to discover you. You didn't pay all this money, you didn't spend all this time, you didn't just put your creativity to use to be able to present some content that we're not gonna put our best foot forward on, okay? So just dropping it out of the blue just doesn't really serve it the way that it should. So with this product called Premieres, it allows you to pre-promote what you have going on. It gives you an opportunity to promote what's going on your channel and other places where you exist on social media. When you throw that link out there, you also have to be intentional. Tell people what you want them to do. Y'all know how the YouTubers love to say, like, comment, subscribe? That's not a gimmick. It's really guiding people on what you need them to do to achieve success on your channel. So when you promote this link out, you also want to say, you see that button that says set reminder? I know I'm so tall, y'all can't see behind me. You see this? Where it says reminder on is going back and forth? Tell people, hit the link, set your reminders, subscribe, drop a comment, chat. There are so many different capabilities that you have with this feature. So you want to make sure that, again, in your pre-release strategy, that you're utilizing it. Remember, okay, I know there's an attorney out here somewhere that ratified that verbal contract that we got, but we are no longer dropping content out of the blue, okay? All right, so live redirect is another fun way to eventize, as I like to say, your release. This gives you the opportunity to go live prior to your content dropping. People can chat with you if you want to go live with other people. That's also an option, but it makes it more of a thing. And we want everything that we do to be a thing, right? Exactly. So yeah, live redirect allows you to go live prior to a release, and it also, again, helps you set up strong and build anticipation for whatever you're about to drop on your channel. Okay, YouTube Shorts. That is another pre-release tactic where you let people know, hey, I'm dropping this on this day. Or if you want to tease it with YouTube Shorts. Take a link, throw it out there. Is this another way to warm up your channel? I always advise me and my portfolio of artists, again, from all over the spectrum of where they are in their careers, that YouTube Shorts is mandatory for search and discovery. There are billions of people consuming shorts from all over the world. And if you're not participating, you're not in the room. And we in this room. And we from Kingston to the world from here. So make sure that every time that you get ready to release anything, that you involve shorts in your pre-release, day of, and also post-release strategy. It's not just something that you have to do before, but make sure you're incorporating it every step of the way. So we made it to release day. Give it up for yourselves. It's the day that your content is set to premiere, because remember, we're not dropping out of the blue again. Okay, so on release day, you want to keep the momentum going. Don't act like it's an old school VCR where you just put the tape in, hit play, turn around, and just walk away. That's not what we're doing. After you premiere your content, you want to be present. Chat with your people. Let them know you're there. Because when you do that, that sets you apart from a lot of your other peers. Again, y'all are getting the frontline information from the building. A lot of artists are not doing that. A lot of your favorites are not doing that. And there are artists that are upcoming that sometimes have better day one and 24-hour metrics than your favorite's favorite just because they're not there. So you want to make sure that as long as your content is out there, you're right beside it, chatting back. Hey, y'all, what's going on? What we doing? What's up? Yeah, oh, yeah, whatever. Make sure you're interacting. Okay, now we've made it to your post-release strategy. You want to continue to boost your song by creating other pieces of content. We see the most success with music release strategies and just general of all genre content release strategies when there are multiple videos that go alongside it. So if you're premiering a video that's your official music video, you need to be coming behind that with a visualizer. Come behind that with BTS. Come behind that with YouTube Shorts. Come behind that with a lyric video. And whatever else you want to think of, come behind that and keep coming behind that and keep coming. Because when people search you, when they are sold on you, they become a fan, they are a supporter. They want to see everything pertaining to that music video. So again, you didn't spend your time, money, and creativity shooting a video just to have it live one way. We call it a content flip. So with a content flip, you want to make sure that you're flipping it over and over and over and over and over. Okay, like Migos, we flipping and tumbling. Okay, we're not just taking it one way. We're gonna make more money, opportunity, and sense. Okay, so before I go, I also want to share a little bit about YouTube Analytics. So the YouTube Analytics area is its own app. So if you're not recording me, because I'm so cute and fun and funny and all that, go to your app store and download the YouTube Analytics app. This is what is gonna help you set up strong, but then also make the best decisions that you can pertaining to your channel. This is what gives you all the demographic information about who's watching, when they're watching, what's your best day to release, how many men are watching, how many women are watching, where exactly in the geographic way of this thing, where do they live? Geographically, where do they exist? And how does that help me as a creator? How does that help me as an artist? All the questions that you want to know about when, who, what, how, it's in this app. So just make sure when you sign into it, you connect that channel, and it'll give you the vibe on everything that is going on. So that is all for me. I'm going to invite Adam back.
Make some noise.
I hope you all enjoyed my section.
Good.
I enjoy sharing it. Because like I said, these strategies are the exact same strategies that Beyonce uses, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Baby, just everybody's favorite from left to right. They have a great release strategy. So because I know earlier we talked about going with the flow, and that's very important too. But when you really want your music videos to make money, it does take just a little bit of planning. So as long as you have these steps in mind and you just rinse, wash, repeat, utilize YouTube Shorts, rinse, wash, repeat, slide in some more YouTube Shorts, you'll be successful, and I can't wait to work with you potentially one day.
Y'all give it up for Rachie. A light in this dark world. All right.
Okay.
Last piece we're going to talk about is understanding monetization on YouTube. And this is probably the thing that people really, really are looking forward to finding out. So I'm going to stand over on this side. So last year alone, let's read this one. This is really, really, really interesting, important, and amazing. YouTube channels making 6 figures or more in revenue are up 40% versus last year. So now the question is, how do you make money on YouTube? And in order to do that, you have to understand the YouTube ecosystem. Okay, so remember I used that word flywheel earlier, round and round and round. So I'm gonna start at the top. There are users. Users are people that are we're all users, and we also fall into these other buckets as well, right? So we are all people that go on our phone, go online, go on our tablet, go wherever, and we use the product. We look at YouTube, right? The users are an audience that advertisers are interested in, right? So you, being the, air quotes, owner of that audience, because they are people that are subscribed to you or people that consistently watch your content, you then are the artists and creators who have the capacity to leverage your audience to get money from advertisers. So advertisers deliver ads for products and service to users that are closely related to what you are interested in or what the audience that they're targeting is interested in. So, where this thing is. How do you become one of the artists and creators on this side that are making money? Well, you do that by being enrolled in our partner program, our YouTube partner program. So this is the big question. This is like removing the veil. Let me get out of the way. This is the thing that people are always like, how do I do it? How do I become someone who is eligible to monetize my videos? One, you have to be in good standing with YouTube. You have a channel, you have to be in good standing with YouTube. We'll talk about things that keep you out of good standing with YouTube in just a second. 2, you have 4,000 valid public watch hours in the previous 12 months and at least 1,000 subscribers. So 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. May sound like a lot to some people that are just beginning, may sound like a little to people that have been doing this for a while. But the reality is that it's not that much. It's a very achievable goal if you are consistent and if you set goals that you know that you can reach. And then lastly, you need to have a linked AdSense account. And the AdSense account is something that you sign up for in YouTube Studio. Anyone who has a channel has access to YouTube Studio. When you look at your channel and you're doing things like uploading videos, you're working inside of YouTube Studio. Right? So, I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna go to, just for sake of time, I wanna make sure that we have time for questions, but the big reveal has already happened. You see now how you get enrolled. So, monetization best practices. One, you wanna make content that is appealing to your audience, but also appealing to brands. So we recommend you do things like keep profanity to a minimum, review your content mix, balance it with mature versus more widely appealing ones, therefore making you more and more appealing and palatable to larger groups of people and then larger brands, right? The other thing we ask people to do is make sure you really pay attention to the titles, to the tags, to descriptions. Make sure your titles, tags, and descriptions are accurate. Don't be talking about this and be referencing that in the tag, or don't be talking about one thing and be referencing a completely different thing in the title, because it just doesn't make sense. You're losing out on people knowing what it is you're talking about. And every word matters, right? So like the profane language, the guns, and the whatever mature or profane content that you have, keeping that to a minimum makes you more and more palatable to larger groups of people. And then lastly, our thumbnails. Make sure you avoid sexually suggestive, graphic, or shocking thumbnails. And then make sure that you're doing things that are appealing to a broad audience. The broader your audience, the broader your pockets. Does that make sense? I appreciate the 3 people that understood that.
Okay, before you move on, I just have to come out here and say one more thing. Because I want to spend a little time. We need to let that marinate when it comes down to not only related content, but all this violence, okay? We love a good spin. We love a good drill. We love a good fight in the video. We love a good hood moment. But make sure that while you're doing all that, just know you did it for free. And that's not what we want to do. So Wallow267 famously says when we do these presentations across the U.S., he loves to say, when you up the sticks, you ain't making no chips. So I would be remiss if I didn't pop out as if I was him for a second, just to let y'all know. It's cool. You know, we love it. We love to see it. You know, the hood is the hood. You can't change that.
We love it.
But just know you're making free videos when you don't need to.
And you don't have to. You up the stick, you lower the chips. All right. Next up. I'll just skip to our copyright. Copyright 101, the do's and don'ts. The basic story is if you don't have the copyright to it, don't use it, period. And understand that like copyright, our proprietary software is constantly checking, right? So like when you are uploading things on YouTube, don't ignore the copyright notification in YouTube Studio. A lot of people see it and it says copyright flag, and then you don't even do anything about it because you're like, oh, they're not really gonna get me, and then we got you. So believe us when we tell you that if something is gonna be flagged for copyright, that it's gonna be flagged. And also the second point here in the don'ts, I'm just gonna focus on the don'ts because the do's are pretty simple, you know, like use the things that you can, don't use the things that you can't. But don't abuse the copyright takedown web form. There is a copyright takedown web form where you can find, again, inside of YouTube resources, and it will give you the opportunity to take things down or to appeal to make sure that you have credit for the things that are actually yours, because there's a world where you do get flagged for something that you actually do own. Moral of the story is there's some key resources here. Go ahead and take a picture of this slide. These key resources are really important. Our Artist Hub has just recently been redone and recreated by phenomenal people on our team that are doing work every day to make everything more equitable, everything more easy for you to access. If you have any questions, go to the YouTube Help Center. There is literally an answer to every question you have. Every question you're about to ask us right now, I promise you, if you go to the YouTube Help Center, there is at least an attempt to answer it. And we have a bunch of questions. Awesome. That makes me really happy. So before we go into questions, I'm actually going to bring Rachie back out. Then
haven't seen y'all in a long time.
is going to run us a mic or two so that we can ask questions, and I'll run them until they're ready.
Gladly.
I'll start here.
My name is Glenn Washington.
Hey.
I'm a songwriter. I would like to ask about people that actually use my stuff. Mm-hmm. They put my stuff up on YouTube, mm-hmm. and they get it monetized. They get money from it. I want to know about that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some clarifying questions just to make sure I'm answering properly. So
Okay.
when you say your stuff, you're talking about your
My
original
music,
songs.
my original
Your original
songs.
songs. Okay, so the music that's involved to your original work, is that also something that's a part of it that's being used?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you have a distributor that you work with?
Well, I have several distributors because I've been making music since 1973.
Got you. Okay, I know that's right. Give it up
Give
for
him a round of
OG.
applause for that. Yeah.
Don't play with him. Exactly.
Come on, longevity.
Okay, so as a first step, I would suggest that anytime you see your original work being used, you need to put a claim on it because then that notifies who posted it that you own it. From then and there, that's when you get to decide that they can use it and either split the revenue with you, not monetize at all, and you get all the revenue, or take it down. And that's something that you can do in tandem with your distribution partners.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Absolutely reach out to your distributor for that. Yep, for sure. And then again,
My
that
mana- my
YouTube
manager
Help
wanna
Center.
speak.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm right next to him. I'm his manager, one of his
Hi.
manager and wife. I'm Jackie White, Washington.
A wifeager.
Okay, shout out
Yes,
manager.
I
Let's
love
go.
a wifeager.
I thought he would ask this question, but since he didn't, let me ask for
That's what
him.
you
His better
before.
half. That's why you're the
That's
better
why you're
half.
here.
Yes.
You wouldn't be
What
you without
about the ones that, the songs that are there that other people take claiming that he used? For instance, if he's promoter promoting a shows for him and they use one of that song, there are other, I don't want to call him, but their company, they block that song for copyright purposes.
Correct.
He's the writer of that song.
Yeah.
He's the author of the song. What we do about that?
So that again is a distribution partner question because they can also reach out to who's blocking it and have the conversations on figuring out and managing the splits for the monetization. Half the time when that happens and it just gets blocked, it's because there's a breakdown in communication and people don't know how to clear up who's supposed to get what, so they just dead it completely. And that is something that can be rectified. I also want to kind of demystify another thing. If your artwork, anything you own, even if it's you, your face somewhere else is on someone else's channel and it has views, that doesn't always mean that they're making money from it. But if it is out there, that does give you the right, if you know that you rightfully own and retain the ability to decide what happens with that, you can claim it. Afternoon.
My name is Tamika Shivans, and I'm from Sun City Radio. I'm playing a dual role today. So I am the media manager at Sun City Radio, and I'm also a publicist. So I want to just ask two quick questions.
Sure.
So one, a lot of Jamaican artists, they do not distribute the music themselves because they're signed up. And then on the other hand, you have people who now know about DistroKid, so they're independent distributors. Now, what if initially I started out with a distributor, I signed a 3-year contract with them with my song, they uploaded my video, so I wasn't able to do a pre-release, a release, a post-release, because it's all managed by the distributor. And then now I no longer am distributing that song with that distributor. They have a Vivo channel for me. I know I'm doing my thing independently. I want to upload pre-release, post-release, all of those things. How do I get access to my channel?
Okay, so again, a distributor conversation.
Okay.
Upon the exit or the ending or the termination of that contract, there are conversations that they need to have with you in terms of relinquishing certain things so that you can manage it, or if you have the ability to spin off and make another channel that rolls directly up to you with the monetization and the promotion and the AdSense, then that's another thing as well. But again, you all gotta definitely make sure that y'all are pressing the distributors because they hold the keys to the conversations if you sign with them at any point.
All right, just to go.
A second piece to that too. This goes back to the larger story we were saying earlier about really having your business together, and having a team of people, if possible, or you just knowing what you're doing exactly. Because to Rachel's point, like that's a conversation that you actually have to have with your distributor, and that conversation is going to go based off on what you negotiated maybe like years and years ago. And you may be a very different person and have a very different situation now, but you are still under the contract that you negotiated. For example, you could still owe who knows what on that old contract just based off of where you were then versus where you are now as an independent artist?
Okay, and from a creator standpoint, as a radio station, we do go out and we video events. We also have artists that come in studio and we video them and we go live on YouTube. We get a lot of strikes. Sometimes we claim fair game because we do pay to Jacob and Jams in Jamaica, and they would pay out those royalties. How do we go about claiming for promotional use only? And if we have 5 strikes, how do we get those off?
Okay, so the strikes after a certain period end up falling off if there isn't any like extra ramifications that the pursuant is looking to put on you. And because you all are a known and reputable radio outlet, promotional use is not something that's foreign. You're not just some random in Iceland somewhere trying to like fish somebody's money. So I would say as the best practice, before, like say if you know that you're gonna be speaking to a certain amount of artists, get that list, reach out to their major labels, their distribution companies, and get an agreement in place ahead of time. Because they can allow you and give you permissions to be able to stream the music. And then in your YouTube studio, it'll set up to where it'll set up on your end saying that you're not monetizing. And if there are any ads run against the content or the live, it'll go directly to whoever owns it.
100%.
Okay, good day, everyone. Hey.
Where are you? Hold on.
Right here.
Hey, okay, I'm like, ooh.
All right, so my name is Dutty Berry. I've been a content creator for 10 plus years. So YouTube has been the only job that I know. So
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
Can we give him a round of applause too? Yeah, we got some legends in the audience. That's dope. Super dope.
Yeah, so that is it. So my issue now is like I upload frequently. And there has been an issue with limited ads, and I hate that it does not pinpoint exactly what causes the issue. Is YouTube working to resolve that? Because I know for copyright, they'll say, okay, there was something at 12 minutes, 40 seconds, but I will put up a video and it will say limited ads, and then I have to trust it. Now, sometimes when I send it to review, it will happen in a decent amount of time, and I will get the green light.
Right.
But there are days when it doesn't, and it doesn't help me to know what content should I avoid. It tends to be very vague. So then I'm like, okay, did I interview someone who was probably in a 2-piece? Was it because I said a curse word? I have to be overly editing the video, trying to pinpoint what could be the issue. And secondly, is YouTube going to have a feature that will allow for more editing? Because sometimes you upload a video and you'd like to probably put in a little caption or a little text. You know, you can't do that. You have to take down the video completely and re-upload.
Before we answer that, I have one quick thing. 5846 KM. It's a BMW. You're about to get towed right now. Please.
And we don't want that.
5846 KM.
Move
if
the
you are a
beamer.
BMW, you need to go run and move your car because you're about to be up out of here.
Okay.
Nobody moved? All right, cool.
Quick
There's
note,
nobody
everybody,
in here.
also, we're going to try to get as many questions as possible. It helps if you jump just to the question. I know you might want to give a lot of context to it, but if you jump right to the question, we can get a lot more in.
Yeah, straight shoot.
Just get
We
right
got
to the
you.
question.
We got you. Okay, so to answer your question quickly, I'm not a product person, so I cannot advise on exactly what the platform innovation is going to be. But when it comes down to you being served the limited ads, Riot Act, you really do have to pay attention to the timestamps and juxtapose that information with the community guidelines at large. And that's something that you can find in the Help Center. After that, if you do feel that you still are receiving them out of line, continue to do what you've been doing because the artificial intelligence isn't always right. You know, we're not a platform that gets it right all the time. But I do love to know that you don't just take it and just kind of sit with it. You do appeal, and appealing is the best way to solve that. Perfect.
Also, Dirty Barry, just reach out to us directly afterwards. Oh,
Dutty.
y'all know I'm a novice, all right? Listen, I'm not a
Dutty.
professional Jamaican yet. I'm working on it, all right?
You chopped about the wrong team, boy.
Sorry.
Don't get me started.
Watch out. You see
Yeah,
how
my
quickly they
dad's
turned?
Jamaican, y'all.
First they got me whining, and now I'm saying dirty wrong. All right, I apologize. Dirty Barry, reach out to us directly afterwards, and we can. That's a one-off conversation for sure. The car is gone.
Mazda.
It's not a BMW. It's a Mazda.
If you drive a
5846
Mazda,
KM.
it's time to
Shout out to
roll
this good
out.
brother over here because he is really trying to save this car. Is that your car? Look, get up out of here, man. Come on.
Look, don't tow these cars now. Okay.
All right,
We have
next
another
question. We really only have about 3 more minutes for questions. I know there's way more than 3 minutes worth of
Where is
questions.
Tom at?
Again,
Well, actually, I can be Vanna Black.
right here.
Oh, you here? Oh, okay. I didn't see you. Okay, sorry. Because I was going to walk around. Hey.
My name is Vivid Queen, and I do content creation as well. So my niche right now is gaming, and I do a lot of other things. I like dancing, singing, whatever. And I just wanted to ask if having multiple niches on your YouTube channel, does it affect the algorithm?
Absolutely not. When you do multiple things, it only helps you be sought after and discovered. That customized shelf layout that I was telling you about when I was going through the 1 through 5s on what the Bible is, on what to do before you release your content, all you have to do is organize your shelves. It's called customized shelves in your YouTube studio. So if you have gaming, all of your gaming goes on one shelf. If you want to dance, all your dancing goes on another shelf. Treat YouTube, and I'm saying this to everybody, treat YouTube like your network. Whatever you want to share on it, put it all there, just organize it with your customized shelving.
your shorts are your commercials. Your different shells are your different shows. Like, treat it like a network.
Can we take a second to welcome Brittany?
Hello,
Brittany, hey.
I'm back. And the other thing I would just like to note is back to organization on your channel. You want your channel to look like Netflix and not like Amazon.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Said.
It's like you want to merchandise your channel where it's easy to see what content is on what shelf. There's nothing worse than when you go into like Marshalls or like TJ Maxx and everything is all over the place and you're like, ooh, I can't shop in here. It's too much going on. So just make sure you keep your shopping very organized.
Is there Marshalls in Jamaica?
I don't know.
No. Is there
But-
TJ Maxx?
Is there a TJ Maxx? Okay, what's like a
Dollar store.
What's a store that
Walmart.
has discounted?
Bosco. Bullet. Bo.
Y'all got some
Is there a
tomatoes?
show called Bo?
Throw some tomatoes at him.
So what's the store? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's basically
He set me
basically a discounted store that has
a
like
variety store.
Bosco. Okay, you don't want your channel to look like that.
Period.
Question over here.
Next question. I love that y'all get the point regardless of us being from the States and I know what store.
When you said
I'm like,
TJ
y'all
Maxx,
got
that was
TJ
like,
Maxx?
Y'all got
Yeah.
It's okay.
Switch up.
Very smart. Yeah.
Hello? Oh. Hi, I'm TJ. I'm on the management team for Craft God and Deep Jai. Quick question, and it might not be for you. It might be a legal question. But one of my artists has been in the game for over a decade, and he has songs that he's released. And an aggregator, before everybody got a handle on YouTube, aggregators used to release music for artists.
Like World Star?
Like a world star.
Okay.
So he has a song that has millions of views. So I'm wondering, if we were to put a copyright claim on it, would he have a claim to how it's been monetized, like from the past, or only going forward?
That money's gone.
It's gone.
Got you.
Going
That money
forward.
been made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to work out that deal with the third party
Right.
early on. And we tell artists that all the time, right? Especially during the peak of the World Star era. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a channel called Lyrical Lemonade. Cole Bennett is a director. He basically trades artists. He shoots their music videos for free and then puts them on his channel and monetizes them. We normally tell artists not to do that. Some artists forego the money for that music video because they want the look and want the free promo and marketing. You just have to decide what you want to do. But that money is unfortunately long gone. But
And
it's
if
not too
that-
late to put a copyright claim.
I was just about to say, it's never too late. And then don't get down on yourself if you feel like what Brittany just shared pertains to you. We see artists signed to every major label in the book that still have this issue today. YouTube is a very big sea. There's so many different waves, so many different things going on at all times. And we just want to make sure that we're equipping you with the information to be able to put your best foot forward for the next day. So don't think that, just because you're up and coming, this is just an issue that you all see. It's across all of YouTube.
Yes, I'm Mikey Myers, and I did a song, and it released on YouTube in April, but I didn't copyright it. Do you think I can collect?
When you released it, did you work with a distributor or did you just put the original music on the channel by itself?
It's on a label, so the person who own the label work with the distributor.
Yep, you gotta get
you
with
gotta-
that label.
You gotta work out your back
Work it out
end.
with the label, and they can claim whatever
And they
if
probably are.
necessary.
Yeah, because like I think Adam touched on this before. So what distributors do that like you just being you in your house and uploading music to YouTube, they basically provide a digital, like an audio fingerprint, right? So when they upload your music on the back end, that fingerprint is called Content ID. Content ID will scan all of YouTube and say, oh, this fingerprint matches this. That's how we're able to identify what's copyrighted and what's not copyrighted. So if you don't have a distributor and you're just uploading music without somebody to claim your music and to collect the coins from your music, then you end up being in a situation where millions of people could be listening to your music and you're not getting that money. So it's very important. And the distributors, especially in the US, they take only a small amount. It's like 5%.
Yeah.
And the 5% is worth getting all of your money.
It's an admin fee to make sure that you're continually making money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then, so my question is, can an independent artist start a Vivo channel? And the reason I ask, most Jamaican artists work with a distributor. However, most artists aren't able to view the stats as they would with YouTube, all the analytics.
Analytics, yeah, you're right.
So that's the question. How are the different options that artists can get on Vivo?
You should be able to see your analytics regardless.
For Vivo?
Yeah, well, not for Vivo. So, okay, so Vivo's actually separate from YouTube. Vivo is a deal that the labels sorted out with YouTube. When YouTube first was coming up, long time ago, it was a whole thing. And the compromise was that the labels, I think it's Universal and Sony, were going to be able to deliver their music videos via Vivo, right? Separate, Warner has their own distribution to YouTube. That's completely separate. So sometimes artists that are signed to major labels do upload direct to their channel, and then sometimes they come through Vivo. But if you're just an artist that's uploading directly to your channel, you should be able to see your YouTube studio.
You 1000% can.
Yeah.
And when you go to your home, like when you go to your channel, and there's an option for a YouTube Studio, you have to go into YouTube Studio. Inside of YouTube Studio, there's YouTube Analytics. If you do it on your phone, which a lot of people do, then you have to download the app. You can look at it online, but it's like really, really hard to see. So you have to download the app. But if you're looking online on your desktop, YouTube Analytics is at the top. It's at the left corner of YouTube Studio.
And we've revamped Artist Analytics, YouTube for Artists, so it should be really easy, to see like your reach, your impressions, your views, your demographics. Are men or women watching your YouTube channel? You should be able to see all that stuff.
It's super detailed.
Yeah, as soon as you log on, there's a highlight reel of what you're doing well, different suggestions on how you can mix it up, different days. Oh, you had the most activity on Tuesday at this time. Yep. It's like a gazetteer or a little newspaper of what's being done well. So definitely utilize it.
Makes sense?
We see a hand all the way up here.
Yeah, in the middle.
Come holler at us. Come holler at us in a second.
Okay. Good afternoon. I have a question. So my brother had a YouTube channel. He recently passed, DJ Ravers. I just wanted to find out how I could get access to that YouTube channel.
Okay. Do you have access to his email account?
No.
Okay. Was he signed to a label or a distributor or anybody?
No.
Okay.
I think
you'll have to come see us afterwards. Yeah. You'll have to like email us. It's a whole legal thing. Yeah. To be able to give you the access and rights to his channel.
Yes.
But sideline with us after this is over, and we'll give you our information so you can email us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking that, and our condolences to your brother
sorry
as
for your
well.
loss.
For sure.
All right. We have more questions. I know there's a ton more questions.
Listen, the ladies up here have been
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
waving.
but throwing gang signs
their
at me like,
hand.
what's
Up
up?
there.
Hey, scared.
We see y'all. We see y'all.
We see you.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
take
it.
two here and the
And those
ladies
two
in the
up
middle.
there, yeah.
Check. All right. My name is Delano from Renaissance Sound System. There's a lot of DJs that are confused when they come on to promotional items. So in terms of uploading a mix, we've been hearing that it can be, they can take it down. But we've seen a lot of DJs uploading mixes from all over the world, and it's just there having millions of views. Not for monetizing, just for promotion. Can you explain that?
So 9 times out of 10, if you're seeing someone thrive in the mixed DJ space, it's because, like we were talking about earlier, they got the music pre-approved. When you reach out, say if you know you're going to use 5 artists, you reach out to their labels, their distributors, their management company, whoever works on their YouTube channel, because if you don't, you're going to run into the content ID issue that Brittany was talking about in terms of it just automatically being pulled down. When you have conversations ahead of time, it allows them to allow list you or whitelist the DJ to be able to utilize the music for promotional use. It also, as an added layer, could give you the opportunity to work out a deal. Like, hey, if I'm getting millions of views and ain't nobody checking for this song for real, how about we rev share? I'll split it with you 50-50. That's something that them, as the owner, has the opinion or ability to be able to choose. But yeah, it's just communication. That's what kills a lot of the content ID drama that you run into with it.
Yeah, if you're a DJ on Hot 97 and they're doing a live stream, best believe Hot 97 got that cleared.
Hey, ladies.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, my name is Gifty from Bridge FM. So my question is, you see dance challenge trends.
Yeah.
How do you go about, when you upload and then they mute the song because it's not your song? How do you go about that? Because there's artists who would want dancers to promote their music, but then you have the situation of uploading it on social and it just gets muted. So how do you go about that?
I haven't heard that for
removed.
sure.
So when it
Sometimes
gets
it gets
muted,
removed.
usually when sounds in short form, audio form get taken down, it's because it's not the original upload or the song itself isn't uploaded somewhere for it to be attributed to the rightful owner.
Got it.
So on YouTube Shorts specifically, because that's our place we can advise on, we advise that you utilize the audio picker for the sound.
Yeah.
And say, for example, if it's an artist that you work with, just make sure that when you deliver the music, it's also then delivered to YouTube Music, because that then makes it available for other people to use, and you don't have to just upload it by itself and then Content ID won't snatch it or
Okay,
mute it.
but then also when it comes to editors, are they able to edit the song according to the dance?
It depends on how long the delivery of the song is. So if you look at it, there are certain songs that are only available, or mixes or what have you, that are only available for 30 seconds, a minute and 30 on other platforms. It just depends on how long they allow you to deliver them.
And that's back to the thing of why it makes more sense to use the audio picker, because the audio in the audio library is already pre-approved.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And
One
then there
more.
was another question.
She had one.
Yes.
That was
The
just
lady
me.
in white.
Hi. Hi, guys. Yes, it was the same question. I had a situation where I uploaded something from, let me tell you the song. It was actually Idris Elba, and the song's called Vroom, right? And I did this thing, and it was awesome, and I was like, I felt great about it. And I uploaded to YouTube, and then they were like, negative, we're gonna mute your video in basically in the globe. So it was kind of pointless. And I was like, but I used the audio picker. What did I do wrong? So
So then that wasn't a you thing. That was a them thing. That means above you.
Didn't
right,
want
out
to.
of all our tax brackets, they had
Jesus was like negative.
Exactly. No, they had.
They have that option.
Yeah.
A lot of, for instance, like an artist like Prince, right? Like never wanted his music on streaming. Didn't want people like using his music to do challenges. Other artists, like more the merrier. The more people that are dancing to my music, let it all fly, and I'll just monetize off of everybody's videos. But other people are more sensitive about it, so. That was probably what happened.
And yeah, thank y'all. I'm going to
Give
DJ
it up
breakfast.
for Adam, Brittany, and Rachel.